In its evolution, currency has taken different forms. What started as a bartering system evolved into a trade with valuable metal coins made of bronze, copper, and even silver or gold coins. The use of coins was a huge milestone in the history of money because they were one of the first currencies that allowed people to pay by count rather than weight. In the 21st century, transactions have moved on from cash bills to plastic money in the form of credit and debit cards, and even to digital transactions like UPI. The latest kid in the block is cryptocurrencies or private digital currencies. In a month or two, India will start a pilot project that has the potential to change monetary transactions forever. RBI will bring digital rupee in the form of CBDC, a digital currency controlled by central bank. So what is CBDC or central bank digital currency?
CBDC is a central bank-backed digital currency. It is simply put a currency in a digital form which is being issued by the central bank. It's the legal tender.
Now that we know the definition, how is it different from cryptocurrencies or private digital currencies? The answer lies in the term legal tender.
So today, for example, if you pick up any note, there will be signature of the prevailing RBI governor, and it will say that, I promise to pay the bearer a sum of, for example, 500 rupees, right? So that is the promise that the central bank or the government of the day is giving the bearer of that particular currency note. And where does this promise come from? It is because against that specific rupee, there is some asset kept with the central bank in form of some other foreign currency or gold or some other commodity or asset. That is where this promise come from. The RBI basically has named the rupee as e-Rupee W for wholesale and e-Rupee R for the retail version of this. The wholesale pilot was recently launched and government securities were traded between a set of about a dozen banks. The Reserve Bank of India has said that it will issue a pilot for the retail version of this rupee. So we will have to wait and watch when that pilot will come, but the RBI has given a timeline of about a month.
Now, why is there a need for one? We already make payments to GPay, BharatPay, PhonePe, and credit and debit cards. I'll quote you some numbers from RBI's concept note on central bank digital currencies to understand its reasons. India's total expenditure for printing currency notes and coins was close to 5,000 crores in FY22. This cost, which does not include the environmental, social, and governance cost of printing money, is predominantly borne by four stakeholders: the general public, businesses, banks, and the central bank. According to a 2018 RTI report, the cost of manufacturing a 1 rupee coin is 1 rupee 11 paise, which means manufacturing a 1 rupee coin is more expensive than its value.
Okay, so the need of CBDCs is not very present. A lot of central banks have been studying the need for CBDCs for some time now because they spend crores of rupees every year printing cash. So obviously there was some idea behind making a more, which is why we saw this entire rush around digitization. Union government basically in the budget which was announced in February by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman put it in the money bill that the Reserve Bank of India in this current fiscal year will at least launch some form of the CBDC.
But governments across the world has been printing currencies for centuries. So is it a reason enough to launch a digital currency? Well, the main reason is to kill cryptocurrencies.
When cryptocurrencies really, took shape, and they started speaking about, the blockchain technology or use of tokens for that matter, central banks started thinking that they could use this particular technology to launch their own version of digital currencies. The idea basically largely is that it could kill virtual currencies because the central bank, is backing this CBDC for that matter, and it could reduce, the entire sort of corpus that they require every year to print cash.
So now only the time will tell how digital rupee will mitigate the risks that come with circulation of deregularized cryptocurrencies. So this was all about CBDC or the digital rupee. In the next video, we'll talk about the pros and cons and the risks and rewards of the digital rupee. Thanks for watching.